Yo, what's up, compadres? Welcome back to another episode, and Merry Christmas to you guys all. It's your host with the most from the West Coast, SB Press, reporting live from Mastermind Media. As always, want to say thank you guys for tuning in. To my left, Lance the Man.
Yep.
And to my right, Rizad in the Hizad.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
CB in the place to be.
Yo.
Imrod, Veronica, and Cisco. Ain't here physically, but here in spirit.
Gotcha.
Kiara Shanae, thank you as always.
Always.
Thank you. And compadres, let's go.
Let's go.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get.
All right, so let's just start this off real quick because you know I'm very festive. My Raider little Santa hat. So Lance,
Yes.
let us talk real quick, my man.
Let's hear it.
So what happened last weekend against in Vegas?
The National Fix-It League tried to give the
started
Oakland
off right.
Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, the reward back for the tuck rule.
Oh wow!
That Tom Brady and everybody won a Super Bowl
like
on.
that
So
No, you would side with him. But here's the thing: this right here, we always bring up being fixed, and now he's going that way, bro. That was the funniest, most rewarding win to ever see. The shit was hilarious, and I still can't believe it happened. But hey. If you want to get into the fix it shit, I ain't mad at you, brother. Because I've been telling you about this shit for a long goddamn time. And not only that, did you see the Washington New York game with that PI they didn't call?
I was pissed in the moment.
You're still pissed. I know you are.
No.
Bullshit. Don't.
It goes
the
down
moment's
as the
passed.
worst play I've ever seen. Like out of any NFL, like that's the worst. Like you lateral it and then you throw it back to a defenseless quarterback. What's he gonna do with that? That's not
And then
Jalen
he
Hurts
got
or
trucked.
Lamar Jackson.
He got trucked.
If he would have made the tackle, it probably would have been different stuff.
Hey man, he lost his.
He wasn't gonna make that tackle. He
As far
got
as
trucked.
worst plays, Deshaun Jackson crossing the line and throwing the ball behind.
Oh my
Well, you know what's a
God.
real tragedy, real quick, and I want to put it in. Franco Harris passed away. God rest his soul. The guy was a
in
great
peace.
man,
Rest in
Hall of Famer. He's part of the biggest play ever, the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah,
in the
50-year
and it's this Saturday, and the Raiders play the Steelers. And I find it ironic and kind of weird and sad sometimes when these icons have something come up and then they pass away. It happened.
right before it.
John Madden had his special come out and pass, and
It's crazy, man.
I've heard a lot of great stories about Franco
Oh,
Harris.
so
and-
many. Everybody respects him.
Yes.
I mean,
Completely.
from everybody,
Yes.
all the Hall of Famers.
Yes,
like,
may him rest in peace, and to his family, my condolences. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Definitely.
man.
He was really big in the communities
Yes.
too. Really big with kids, getting them all really educated with the sport.
for sure.
But his contribution to the sport itself too needs to be mentioned.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
rest in peace
definitely.
always.
Yeah. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. It's our Christmas special. What y'all feeling like?
I feel like
Merry
genuine-
Christmas. How about that?
Oh God.
There he goes.
It was a holiday spirit for him.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone out there. Compadres.
And happy Hanukkah as well.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. Happy Hanukkah.
And even if you don't celebrate, but you still get together with other individuals just to come together, because the real meaning to Christmas is, not really giving presents.
Right.
It's actually the present of yourself.
Absolutely.
Being the gift.
Yeah.
So people need to come more together and stuff like that, man.
There's P promoting his inspirational
There he
channel.
goes.
Again,
And I hope you
love
guys
it.
like the set, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
love
we
it.
took some time out to make something nice for you guys. So
Joe was trying to say something about the mistletoe.
That's going to be the debate all day. on the set.
I think it's Holly, right? It's
Holly.
It's Holly, right?
I don't know what it is, but you guys can say what else. It looks like mistletoe to me, but
You know
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, what's popular is Christmas movies, man. What are we doing this week? Are we talking about those or what?
oh, I think
Yes.
we should open it up.
I think everybody has their go-to.
Yes.
So who wants to start this round robin thing and just lay out a Christmas movie?
Okay, I'm gonna start with this one first, and
So we're
this
doing one
is-
at a time?
Well, yeah, we'll
Gotcha.
just have fun with this.
Cool. Sounds good.
And I'm gonna direct this toward the audience.
Okay.
Oh,
If you haven't seen the Christmas Story by now, I don't know even what to think.
do me a favor. Go shoot your eye out. Seriously.
The thing has been playing for 20 years.
Absolutely.
24 hours a day. And it is a good film.
Great.
It's fun. I mean, I won't watch it, but now, but I mean, I've enjoyed it. But if no one has seen that, like, what is really going on?
Educate yourself and go lick a pole in the code.
You saw they're making commercials of that now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's classic.
Classic.
Man. I mean,
Classic
classic. I was a kid. I always wanted a BB gun because of that. You know, and that whole nine. So, but there were so many good Christmas movies.
Sure, bro. For sure.
Scrooged, Bill Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Ebenezer Scrooge.
What do you
The
guys think
original
about
was great though too.
It was,
yeah.
but the Bill Murray, the comedy,
The comedy that came with it was
that
just
was hilarious.
Everybody
bro.
should have been crying and tears of too much joy because I
right.
almost peed myself watching that film.
So is there something that
Don't
you
do
guys
that now, please. If you bring up, we don't know
grown for that.
PTSD. When you peeing about some shit.
Too grown for that.
Is there something you guys, a movie that you guys put on to get in the mood, right? To get in the Christmas mood. You're feeling good. It's that time of year.
Yeah, there's one.
What?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. And I just found out recently,
Educating time.
recently on here, while we were behind the scenes, that CB has not seen Die Hard.
Nope.
What? I wouldn't believe
I think
that.
during you need to watch it this Christmas because the thing is, and we've talked about, there's always debate. It's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah. Big debate.
Big debate. But here's the thing. It's showing right now on Showtime, on Stars.
Yeah.
And 2 is also during Christmas.
Absolutely.
Holiday themed.
They're both holiday themed. And now, see, you can argue about the Christmas, but if it's a Christmas movie or not, but they're both holiday themed.
They are.
Well, let me add my honorable mention.
Let's hear this. Let's not leave Die Hard real quick. Is it a Christmas movie? What do you think?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Heck yeah, just like my honorable mention, Friday After Next.
I got you.
Is that a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's Christmas themed the same way.
Dude, the third Friday to me is my favorite to this day.
Yeah, it is funny.
It is funny. You see the third Friday, right?
No.
What? That's a Gemini in him.
Okay,
It's about to be
CB's
a
got
full
some watching to do over the holidays. If he's not wrapped up with one of his honeys or whatever, he's got some watching to do.
We got a lot for you to binge watch, bro.
Yeah,
A
man,
lot.
you got to check
Let's hear
that.
it. Let's hear it.
You need to watch Die Hard on the third Friday for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
What you got for him, Lance? Because I know you about to hit him over the head with something.
No, not at all, man. I love that debate you guys were talking about, man. I mean, Die Hard is because my thing is this is like, you go into the Google search right now and you put in top Christmas movies, Die Hard pops right up.
It's in the top picks.
It is. And so I always watch Die Hard to get into the mood for Christmas. And on Christmas Day, after football and stuff, put that on after the turkey, all that good stuff. So yeah, man, definitely.
I mean, the other thing is too, me and P were talking off camera, Rocky.
The
first one and 4 was on Christmas.
My
in
grandfather
Russia.
would put it on every year. So, and me, I did boxing. So, that for me was just like, it's a
I
must.
I remember this is before me and Lance worked together with another individual that we've mentioned on here, Tetros. We'd get out when we worked and we had an order to go after work. We'd go to the bar, and I said there was some times I got home, I felt like Paulie coming home.
Wow.
Like a bum drunk when he's stumbling over things with a reef and throwing it around and all the shit he was doing, I mean, it was but I mean, there's just so many great Christmas movies.
what about Elf?
Yeah.
Will Ferrell.
I would like to do this right now. Give me your top 5.
Top 5.
Of your top 5.
I would have to go Die Hard, and we're gonna
he's gonna go Die Hard.
We're gonna
one.
repeat this because
we all
you know,
what about the cartoon ones?
You can have those.
Yeah, you can. I'll leave those to you. Die Hard, Jingle All the Way, Scrooge, Grinch, and probably The Night Before.
Ooh,
The Night Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
No,
Okay.
the Seth Rogen version.
The night before. I
The
was
Night
just
Before.
talking about
The
that.
Seth
Yes.
Rogen version.
All right, so let me go ahead and
That's my
throw
5.
some at y'all. Charlie Brown Christmas.
I missed that. That was a good one.
Classic. Frost is also in mine.
Frost, okay.
Frost.
Okay. So then getting off the comical things. Friday After Next.
He went there.
Rocky.
He went there again. No one's gonna live. Everybody's gonna leave.
And Jim Carrey's editation of The Grinch.
Oh my God, dude, I love it. I love
For
it.
sure.
Hey, the audience is gonna love this.
What you got for us?
Christmas Vacation was always fun.
Oh,
I know.
Charlie, Chubby, what Chubby Chase?
Chevy Chase.
There we go.
All his shit he did was always
he
funny.
was good. He was good.
Home Alone 2 was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
Pesci's the man anyway.
I'm a
so.
Macaulay Culkin kid. So
Most respected.
I would have to say I'm gonna have to put Die Hard in there because I mentioned it.
Yep.
You know, I would also say that A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know,
The cartoon,
the
animated.
it's fun.
Yep.
That
And
is
all the
good.
Scrooges I liked. I mean, I could go on the Christmas stories in there as well.
Yeah.
A Wonderful Life. We're going back a little bit,
Right.
but I haven't watched them a lot of years because. I don't know. Not really. It is what it is. I've seen Die Hard. I know because it's on all over. I watched it the other day.
Right.
Yeah, I'm Tiny Tim anyway, so I'm all, you know.
Hey, CB,
Ebenezer
give us your top
Scrooge,
5 real
all
quick.
that. What you got for us, CB?
All right, number 1, Elf.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
2, Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Number 3, I would have to say that animated one with Scrooge, the Disney one. Is that the
Gotcha.
Christmas story?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
I'd have to say Home Alone 2.
There you go.
And the Polar Express.
Oh, Polar
Express.
Express. That was a
Hey,
good one. Tom
that
Hanks,
is a
right?
good honorable
Yeah,
mention.
I don't know.
Tom Hanks,
We were
yeah.
talking about Tom
Yeah,
Hanks
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff a little bit.
Tom
Yeah.
Hanks, I'm a big Tom Hanks fan.
Yeah,
I like
he's
Tom
dope.
Likewise.
He's a Raider fan. He's from there.
Anything to get
Raider Nation.
Raider Nation, even during the holidays. Did we miss anything?
No, we covered it all.
Are we good?
All
We
the
did a good
Christmas
job because
films.
we all said pretty much different movies.
Yeah.
On the cuff.
I
Good
still
job,
think
guys.
that, CB not seeing Die Hard is a little
It's far-fetched, bro.
far-fetched. It's a great film.
Definitely got to get those into your vocab.
Watch it and let you know.
Yeah.
Please
Well,
do.
it's a great. It was iconic for the time when it
Yeah,
came
for the
out.
time it came out. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that building is still toured because it's Die Hard
Right.
was filmed there.
Right,
So, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, man. So, what other festive Christmas things do you guys want to talk about on this festive Christmas
Right.
set we have
I
here?
love Lance's energy today because he's being so sarcastic in a way. It's great. It just makes me laugh.
I got a good question to pose then.
Yeah, go ahead, pose it.
What, if you guys can remember, is the best gift you received?
Ooh, is like all time.
Yeah.
All
Let's
time.
make it hard and,
All
and
time.
upsetting for some people at home listening. Like, I thought I got him the best gift. I thought it was me. Like, let's go ahead and add some controversy to this.
All time.
I'm gonna go deep. It's funny. Over the years, things have changed in my life, and unfortunately, Christmas doesn't mean as much as it used to me. To me,
Happens when you get older.
I think it was the year when I finally found out there was no more Santa Claus, and I was probably like 8 or 9. It might have been a couple years later, and I'd help out with my mom and my dad put out the packages for my brother. It was kind of fun, but I think a couple years passed, and then he found out the truth, and he sat there and said, "Well, I knew by the handwriting." We laughed.
Right.
And it's your older brother, right?
No, my younger. He was a brother. He was always, "No, you're all good. Don't apologize. You're fine." So he was my younger brother, and I'll never forget. I think it was around 10, and I heard all this noise in the backyard, and all this clicking and clanking. And it was in Salinas, and it's cold that time of year. So the next morning there was a bow on the sliding glass door.
Oh wow.
And we opened it, and my dad put up a basketball hoop.
Oh nice.
And that was because he put sandbags. It wasn't the one you hooked up on the garage. You had to put the frame up.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
put all the sandbags down on it. And that was
Huge.
Man.
pretty rememberable. I mean,
real stuff.
it was great. I mean, and those times, you get emotional because, things happen and you move on. And that was a fun time. I mean, I think I've enjoyed it a lot more when I was younger than I do now.
Oh, of course.
Because I don't have any kids or whatever, I mean, that's
Right.
what I think it's about. And I also, think when we get to this time of year, we have those memories to live on because they're not going to be there forever.
Absolutely, man.
And I think, there's a lot of drama that goes down in the holidays.
Yes.
It should be all positive, and I just hope everyone out there enjoys it and really remembers what this day is about.
Right.
Seriously.
It's the birth
Yeah, of Christ.
of Christ.
Absolutely.
And I think people get misconstrued with that sometimes. So
They do.
And it's okay. What you
Yeah,
got?
man,
for
that's
us?
dope, man. So quick side note, that was good.
That was great.
My grandfather would come to visit during Christmas. I was probably like 8 or 9, and I still believed in Santa at the time.
Yeah.
My sister.
Right.
So he would go all out, like so
Right.
far that he would eat the cookies and
Right.
milk that we would eat, and then he would climb up on the roof and make sleigh marks, and then he'd be like, hey. Santa came last. Look up on the roof and we see sleigh marks and then sleigh marks in the yard.
Right.
And you know, the whole time we were so fooled about it.
I remember one year. I mean, with the carrots and celery all chewed up in the water, and like I remember one year, like I thought there was reindeer tracks in the ground. I mean, it's
they would do all
you know.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
They would make us go in the room, close the door. Midnight happen. You hear all the loudness going on. They'll be making the Santa voice and stuff like that. Don't come out, or you're gonna take your gifts back. So
right.
We had some funny things like that, but that was amazing too.
Yeah.
Man.
What were you gonna say, CB?
No, I just love the sleigh marks. That's awesome.
Right,
what
right.
my dad would do was he'd take his old work boots and pull the grate out of the fireplace, put the boots and the boot prints in the ash of the fireplace,
Right.
and then like take a couple steps out so there'd be ash
Like
prints,
he came out.
like it came out to the tree.
That's so cool, and it's so funny that you know that because you know when you get older, you figure out how they do it, right?
Yep.
But to get back to your question though, best gift, man. You know, I received when I was younger. I was waiting on it for so long, you know, and being from the inner city and playing sports, you know. Yep. A new pair of shoes are everything, right?
Yes.
And so at the time, you know, my mom couldn't afford what we, you know, wanted for the team. So she went out and got me a pair of Hakeem Olajuwon Spaldings, right? Not Jordans.
Not J's.
Not the fresh ones.
Same
right?
as the ball. He hooping in those, y'all.
So my point being is why it was the best gift is because I got roasted, right? But it taught me a lesson, right? Because at the time, that's what we could afford. When I got older, I appreciated the fact that she spent her hard-earned money to get me, you know, a $50 or $60 pair of shoes versus the $200 pair of Jordans that my friends had got. So, like, just reminiscing on that, and as we grow and get older, I always look back at that was a humbling gift, and that's why it's the best to me versus, you know, a vacation that I've got on Christmas before, you know, or some gaudy gift that we can brag about. That was a humbling and a life experience that I'll never forget on Christmas.
And I hope it teaches a lot of people too that, man, you got to appreciate the small things in life.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand what other people go through to put you in those positions.
Absolutely, man. I'll rock those Spaldings, those Hakeem Olajuwons for 6 months, 7 months till they tore down.
Hear, you a big time hooper. So.
Oh yeah,
Shoes and
we was hooping. Oh yeah, we was hooping.
Oh yeah, Ty told me. Ty told me. Big bro Ty. Yeah, he filled me in.
All right. What about you, man?
Man, mine goes back a little bit, but then it comes a little full circle and stuff. Because this gift, the individual that gave it to me didn't realize the magnitude and the weight that it held on me. So
nice.
My grandfather, you know, he got diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Gotcha.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
And the first time, because he beat it, then it unfortunately came back. But the first time he got diagnosed, the doctors were telling him like, "Hey man, you got to chill out on the drinking." So he went from drinking literally Budweiser to Bud Light. There was no real difference. But just speeding things up without anybody even really knowing, I had received a gift from a very important and special family that I hold very near and dear.
Right.
This came, I believe, last year. It was a Budweiser speaker. Them not even understanding or even knowing the significance of that.
That's so cool.
And that connection with my grandfather that they gave me.
Right.
I will forever be in debt to that family, regardless on where things are now or whatever. I'll always be there in spirit.
Right.
But what they left me with is just a lifetime. I can't even say enough about it, man.
Nothing can match that gift.
Nothing. And I literally use that
That's a
Bud
beautiful
Light
story.
speaker
Yeah.
every day.
That's really
awesome,
cool,
dude.
dude.
That's
That's
really
really cool.
deep.
So yeah, you guys know who you are. Thank you guys.
I think the best thing about everything we talked about is we had parents that loved us and took care of us, and you know, there's a lot of less than fortunate people out there,
Absolutely.
you know, and having the whole story of Christmas and Santa Claus and all that, it was fun when you were kids, you know. And then you get to my age where I got no kids, I got no one, I have no idea what I'm doing at Christmas, and it is what it is, and you just go on with it, you know.
Yeah.
This year, even giving things, you know, I've behind the scenes done a lot of donations, food drives on my own.
Very nice.
Taking my own money.
Shout that
and
out, man.
everything, you know,
Shout that
taking my
out, man.
own money.
Where are you dropping this food off at so people could come get it
I
when
want to
they're in
give
Los
a
Angeles
very
area?
special individual shout out, Anika. You know who you are. Thank you. You know, I understand that, you know, everybody's in tough times, but if we can help the next, that's also internally helping ourselves.
Absolutely.
Right.
Again, like just giving. This is the time to be giving, and what you'll receive is coming later on. Don't even worry about that. But I gave to Salvation Army. I gave to Goodwill.
Yeah.
I still have a few things to kind of give out. So what I'm going to do, because a lot of my stuff is kind of smaller size. I'm going to make packages for high school kids and juveniles and stuff like that, and start taking them to less fortunate, like halfway houses and stuff. So that's what I'll be doing the next weekend or so.
Right.
Donating to very less fortunate people. Yeah, I took a shot at myself. Donating to very less fortunate people.
No,
but
man.
Just trying to help young men and stuff like that out.
Good, man. Dope, man. That's so. I've seen the receipts. This guy, he purchases stuff with his own money and gives it back. Another friend too does the same. You know,
I have
toys
some
for
people
tots.
that are doing the same thing
Toys
right
for
now.
Tots.
I made my donation to Goodwill the other day as well. So
Yeah,
I mean,
you got to,
know,
man.
you have to
During the holidays for sure, man.
And this is the time that I will, if I have a few bucks and someone needs it, I will give it to them.
Absolutely, you got to, man.
So-
you got to pay it forward, man.
Hey, as always.
Good job, man.
Hey man, great job from us, man. Y'all still on the fire, and y'all just.
Yeah, you're sitting here getting, you know, doing your motivational speeches, and then you want to put in, you know, a little
I gotta
sidebar in
put
there.
out the main thing in this jacket was just showing what I don't really have, holiday spirit. So this happy faces on this jacket is representing what I don't.
He did say he doesn't have holiday spirit.
I got the Grinches on too underneath here, so.
He does have the Grinches.
So yeah, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, they're called actually the Dr. Feelgoods, and I don't feel good. But I'm gonna get some eggnog later.
Dude, if hey, bro,
Make it a little greater.
let me tell you something right now.
Eggnog?
Okay,
What are you-
no, hold on. No,
Let me hear
we're
it,
going
let
to
me
bring
hear
up
it.
this shit
Let's hear
because
it.
I'm going to tell you what happened last night, okay?
Let's hear it.
First and foremost, when's the last time you guys been to a mall during the season?
Last year, I didn't go. I haven't been to a mall
day
during
before
this,
yesterday.
last season. Yeah, last season I went. I haven't been this year though.
So I went out last night
Gotcha.
and went to dinner, and then, you know, she wanted to go shop in the mall, and so we walked around a little bit, and, you know, went to Victoria's Secrets and some other places with her and whatever.
Victoria, don't tell nobody.
No, I don't give a
hold on.
shit.
Don't just breeze over that.
No, it was funny.
Don't tell us about that.
Hey, I was on the phone with you.
So
You called me and I was on the phone with you and I told
So
you what's
y'all
going
chopping
on.
it up.
So I was just chilling. No, we were
Wow.
talking about business. But
he
what
had
I
a
want to go
beautiful
back
woman
to.
modeling for him.
No, she was a model. She was doing. I was in the
I'm
corner. I was
joking.
in the corner. I was in the corner.
Okay,
But the thing is, this goes back to the eggnog thing. Okay. We had cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory, and I'm eating this shit,
Cliche.
right? And I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here and I got to fart. I'm just in the back. I just know I had to fart, right? And if I had eggnog right now, I would run to the bathroom right now. There's no way I'm drinking that shit. I'm touching it. Anything. There's no way in hell.
That's probably the hardest laugh I've had on this
Because we
podcast.
talked about it before. I can't have cheese, the cake, eggnog, any of
Oh
that.
my gosh. I know someone.
I had to go somewhere in the corner and rip ass real quick, dude.
I know one that I call Cootie Booty that records their own farts. You know who you are. I thought that was hilarious as well.
So all you
got me sweating.
all you eggnog drinkers out there, I hope you take those lactose intolerant pills wherever you do, because there's no way I will touch it.
You know what's so funny is I concur 100%.
There's no way.
just kind of blended some Tums with that.
Man, dude, when you get older, when you get, 35 plus, you got to start thinking about what you put in your body, right?
35 plus, he said. I think it starts earlier than that.
Yeah, it does.
Well, like when I younger, bro, I could anything. Like I would be fine,
Dude.
But like when you get older, dude,
This dude said eggnog. I was already sitting here.
I can't even do whole milk or anything.
There's no
anymore.
way. I can't touch it. That cheesecake
Everybody
last night
gets
had me.
Hollering after 30.
right? It's like, man,
Shit.
But yeah, eggnog is tough.
Switching
bro.
up regular milk to almond milk.
It's like those White Russians the same way.
Well, the
you
White
know?
Russians is cream.
Right. But
Yeah.
it's still
But it's still it's enough.
Hits your gut.
Oh God, you have no.
But I want to get back to because that was so funny. I want to get back to holding in your fart. So what happened? So did you pull the trigger? Or did you?
Oh, I pulled the trigger. I went off. I want like outside in the corner and some shit.
Bombs over
Just fucking
Baghdad
and
type
just
stuff.
walked away. Just remember like when they talk about crop dusting in restaurants.
Oh God.
Shit, when you be working, dude. That I'm telling you, that cheesecake, bro. There ain't no way in hell I can mess with it no more. I'm not even playing around with you. There's no way.
Oh man, that's so
We're gonna go
funny.
ahead
Like the
Yeah,
banana
preference
cream
stuff.
might be all. No, not even the banana cream. I can't mess with, bro.
Oh man.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
How
dude.
do we recover from that?
Nah, man, it's so true. Bro. It's funny though, man.
I mean, that's what happens during the holidays. You eat all this shit,
Yeah,
and then you gain weight. I mean, I've been working on my weight,
right.
and I stopped a lot of carbs and stopped drinking beer, especially.
Both of us have.
But I'm telling you, I felt like I weighed 10 more. I had 10 pounds yesterday from having like 4 or 5 bites of that cheesecake. And it's just, I'm old. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Longer in your tooth than you, and I get to do this every time I go dun da 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 and say my piece. You get older, you can't eat certain shit.
Sure, man. That is 100% true,
You
man.
definitely want to take your metabolism and everything a little more serious.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I'm learning that.
Christmas though, the dinners though, back
in the day.
I will say this though, you're totally right, man. What you were saying, you get girls that say, you gain that Christmas weight, and the New Year's and we'll do this and we're gonna do that and the whole nine. So it's a whole spiel, man. But the holidays are for eating though, if you really think about it.
Yeah, but that's the best thing about it if you don't have a significant other. Because I live by myself, with my dog and everything. Like I don't have that shit everywhere.
Right.
Like I'll get maybe a plate or something too. Like I said, I'm gonna come up and see you.
Yep, because I'll be working
And bring
every
some probably
holiday.
to you. But other than that, I mean, it's like I know some places just go ham, dude.
Oh yeah. You guys ever been to a company like holiday party?
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them.
Yeah, holiday parties are awesome, man. If you get
good
the
one.
right one.
I don't think they're like what they used to be.
Well, especially in a restaurant. Remember back in the day?
Oh yeah.
Holiday parties, everybody would come, have drinks and party. And
Well, I remember we worked together. One bartender said it best when they had these 2-hour open tabs, all you can drink.
Yeah.
And he'd always say, they have to screw the boss over. Let's just ring it up. I mean, I don't know if you were
Make them
there,
pay
but this
for
one
it.
time I still remember when this guy, because you had to prepay the parties.
Right.
And you had to pay him up front.
Yeah.
Bro, he had to pay for 30 people.
Yeah. Drinking.
Two drink minimum?
2 people showed up to the party.
Oh, my
What does that show you as a boss?
Yeah.
That you can take bottles home because you already paid for them?
No, they don't let you take nothing home.
No, they don't take nothing.
They might cut something off because nobody showed up.
That's
but,
ridiculous.
But it's when it's a contract, like if they book it,
it's
yeah.
a contract.
Yeah,
It's
it's
I think a lot of people didn't show up because they wasn't really trying to show their real faces in front of the boss. 'Cause, after that weekend, hurrah, you still got to go back to work.
I like that. What can you let's divulge on that a little bit more. What's the best Christmas party you've been to? Experience, like as far as like maybe office, like work
Well,
party,
I got a-
not family.
Oh no, I got a pretty lit one.
What's up?
I used to co-manage dispensaries.
Got you.
We had a company Christmas party at this like warehouse, and it was just like game room upstairs.
Oh, cool.
Was like everybody was smoking everything because
Nice.
everybody was just. I forgot who exactly was the host for it, but there was a multitude of different people.
Right.
And what I will say is everybody received $100.
Oh, nice.
Everybody received just individual gifts from whoever their manager was. So I gave out a lot of gifts to a lot of the staff there. But each of the bosses got a $500 bonus.
Oh wow, nice.
So I'm giving out stuff thinking like, dang, But hey, it's about giving. 'Cause
Yeah.
You never know what you're going to receive.
Right. That's
yeah.
cool, man. Yeah.
See, I've never been to a really good Christmas party, really, like work-wise. And that's all I do at a restaurant because it's changed too much. But, since you just brought up that topic, and I think I brought this up to you guys a couple weeks ago off camera. I have someone I've been, talking to and and I thought it was really funny about when she talked to me about the Secret Santa bullshit. Oh, like she's explaining to me about it. She's like, you can, you have to spend 40, but if you really like the person, you can spend more. And I'm like, so what happens? Like if you don't spend the 40 and they find out, do they go to the boss or they go to HR and go, look, they didn't give me enough money, blah, blah, blah. Get the out of here. Dude. Like, is that, They have these whole things about. I just don't get it. I can't comprehend. Like, well, if you don't spend that much, like, how are they gonna know?
White
That happened
elephant
last year.
and
You know
all
what I mean?
that.
I mean,
yeah.
that Santa, that Secret Santa stuff
Santa,
has
yeah.
always been weird to me. Anyways,
Yeah.
I've never done a lot of them. So.
It's fun to participate in, but I do understand, man. And it's like a lot of the times when you do set budgets, people are better gift givers than other people. So like I've seen people give. Take a $25 budget and make
it 150.
50. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but I definitely do understand that for sure. Definitely.
I know it was fun back in the day. We used to do at Book. I used to give everybody a 40 of Mickey's in a brown bag.
Oh, word. I was a Starbucks gift card guru.
No, that was just funny as shit. I said, here you go, have a 40. Have Merry Christmas. Take care. It's one of those funny gifts. Like, I mean, I think we've gotten to a place in society where we don't make it fun. It's just about, if someone gives you a gift, well, I didn't get you nothing. Well, that's not the point.
That's not. Definitely not.
That's not the point.
I will say this though, funny reminiscence point that Joe, you'll remember, and we've done before. Remember the little toy drive we used to do with the models from
I want to know.
No, they were. We used to do. So this is what you would do, dude. It'd be like these Playboy models, right? And me and Joe, you get invites, Me, Joe, and a friend of ours, Manny. We would all pull up to these little, it's at a club in Hollywood, and you'd pull up, you have to bring a toy, whatnot, but you get to mix and mingle with all these different models and stuff. So that was always a fun time, and so. Not to bring up the office party, but that type of party, and that was in California. And I wanted to see what Joe had to say on that.
Got a lit party.
I'm going to plead the fifth on this one.
You've been to that.
Because
you forgot about it.
You're stretching it a little bit. I don't mind because it wasn't really. It was adult entertainment. It was what it was.
I was gonna ask what kind of toy you took, but
and we'll save this for another pod. But some of the shit I was saying in there was pure comedy. It was.
that's what you are, man.
Joe said there's sevens, not tens.
Oh, there was 5.5. Yeah, it was. I totally forgot about that. You know what? Left field Lance hits in a good way there. That balding. Like that wasn't left field Lance. I was like he was the ball was going out there and he recovered and caught it.
My God.
Christmas time, man.
I'm loving the holiday spirit. Does anybody have any holiday wisdom to leave the compadres at home with? Anybody want to take this first? Because I can't.
I always go first. I like to go last on this one. Thank you very much.
I'll say this. I'll get into wisdom, but I do want to talk about the sports and Christmas. Like, so you guys watch NBA games, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of football games this year.
That's my point. So, what are you guys going with this? What are we talking about?
I mean, it's just what everything's evolved to. I mean, restaurants are open. I mean, a lot of places are open.
Right.
Even malls, shops, I'm sure are. There's a lot of stuff open, and I don't think anything should go on that day. But that's where business comes before a holiday.
Yeah.
And a major holiday.
The NFL and the NBA still gonna have Christmas games and stuff.
And these are the biggest games in the
For
year.
football, there's a lot of stuff going. I mean, the football, both of them.
College too.
There's a lot of good
and
games.
NBA. Yeah, a lot of good games. I mean, they pick these games out in the beginning of the season.
Yep. The matchups are just rivalry games or just high tension from last season going into this one. Yeah. So it's gonna be some good elbows out there and stuff.
I will say this. All right. So wisdom. Simply. Christmas is a time just to give back and to family and to just to kind of get ready for the new year and praise whatever God you do believe in and respect and love the ones that are around you. And if you don't have anywhere to go for Christmas, just understand it's it's another day and you can celebrate by yourself. With yourself, so it's okay, So be straight. That's all I would say.
That's the
Lance
right
got
thing
really
to say. I
deep
know,
there.
right?
Yeah.
I
was just-
Taking me off my train.
There you go.
I'm off the track now. That was solid, Lance.
Yeah, man. That's it, bro.
Because people really do need to understand the importance of it.
Exactly.
And so I'm going to leave this gem one more time. The importance of Christmas is not giving the gift. It's not a present. The presence of a person is the gift itself.
Right.
So
So true.
Be thankful and be blessed with the individuals you do have around you, because there are individuals who don't get a Christmas, who are by themselves, like you were saying. So, just be happy that even if you do have to spend Christmas alone, you're not really alone. You got holiday spirit inside of you.
Yeah.
That's what these guys are trying to tell me to have. So
How am I supposed to follow up with that?
I think you got something good, Joe.
Seriously.
Da, 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 da.
let's go. Superhero time. Superhero
Hey,
jam.
nice one, CB.
Hey.
That was nice.
So, I've talked about a little bit about this, about past and growth and, where we're at in our lives. And, there was a lot of years I worked on Christmas Day and it was miserable. And my thing I'd like to say to the audience is, if you go out on that day, just take care of your servers, your bartenders, and just be nice. It's one day that you should be extremely nice. And it's a day of love and peace, it should be. And it's not all the time. It's about bitching and moaning, and it shouldn't be. That shit will go out the window. And it's a hard time for some people. It's not a great time for everybody. I mean, a lot of people, I'm not a huge fan of it. I try every year and hopefully one day I'll be there, and there's not someone I can spend it with this year, but hopefully next year I'll have someone. But I think when we look at the whole thing, like we all said, it's not about giving. It's bigger than that.
Absolutely.
It's about a birthday that everyone forgets about. And I just think that people really need to be nice to each other and just love everybody and be peaceful.
Right.
That's
True
how
that.
I feel about that.
True that, man. 'Tis the season to be jolly.
La 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 la.
Oh. Bang, bang.
All right, compadres, hit that like, subscribe, and go ahead and get with everybody's DMs at this point. Get in everybody's DMs.
Comments especially. Come on, YouTube.
Hit it with the comments.
What y'all
'cause
doing?
I get a lot of people coming up to me on a personal regular and just like, hey man, I love the podcast. Blah, blah. You love it so much, leave the comment so we can all see it.
Get all these
So we
views,
can
all
all
these
see
likes,
it.
no comments. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
You know where to find me at SB Press _. But mainly find us at COMPODRES. Hit Lance on his. Lance, let him know.
I am _Hillson.
And Joe, let him know.
They're just waiting to see what I'm going to say. It's
Yes.
beautiful. No, I'm Rizot and Hizot.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm not going to go too crazy today.
Christmas, right?
All right, compadres. And we just want to say Merry Christmas. And like that, we
We
go.
gone.
I need all the wins, yeah.